get into a disagreement with my shorty.
A disagreement? What was that disagreement, my brother?
I forget.
You remember, but you...
Yeah. Listen, she ended up leaving.
Like, live your life, and you can't live your life based on like what other people are gonna think, how other people are gonna feel, because at the end of the day, it's your life.
Lori Harvey's ex, Justin Combs, is back on the spotlight again after exposing why she slept with his father, Diddy Combs. Because, judging by the way things went down in Italy, things might be looking pretty serious between Lori and Diddy Combs. I mean, the two seemed pretty cozy with each other, spending time on a yacht and going out together. Lori touching Diddy's neck, Diddy whispering in her ear, while her parents were sitting right beside them. And not to forget the matching outfits in New York, which seemed like Marjorie and Steve Harvey had no problem with that at all. Like they had already accepted the relationship. Now, before we get into everything, Lori Harvey was already one of the biggest names in celebrity dating. As Steve Harvey's stepdaughter, she'd built her own career as a model and had become one of those people everyone seemed to know. Every time she was spotted with someone new, social media immediately started trying to figure out if they were just friends or something more. Before all the Combs drama, Lori had already made headlines for her relationship with Dutch soccer player Memphis Depay, and the two were even engaged before eventually ending the relationship. Then, soon after, she was linked to a few other celebrities, including Trey Songz, and by that point, people had started paying close attention to whoever she was seen with next. Around that same time, though, people started noticing Lori spending a lot of time with Justin Combs, Diddy's son. Now, neither Lori nor Justin ever came out and confirmed they were in a serious relationship, but they were photographed together more than once, popping up at events, hanging in the same circles, and giving the blogs just enough to start talking. And this is where things get a little uncomfortable now, because after all these lawsuits started coming out against Diddy, people went back and started questioning Justin's role too. In one of the legal filings, Justin was accused of helping recruit adult workers for Diddy's private parties, which instantly made people look at his past connections very differently. And to be clear, nobody has proven that Lori was involved in any of those alleged freak-off situations. But the internet is saying the timing looks messy. Then came the twist that nobody expected, because this one basically confirmed what people had been thinking all along. Lori was suddenly being spotted with Diddy instead. In early 2019, the two were seen together at several events, including a reggae festival in Miami, and that's when social media really started paying attention. At first, people close to the situation tried to shut the rumors down. They insisted there was nothing romantic going on and said Lori had simply been friends with the Combs family for years. According to multiple reports, she had known members of the family long before any dating speculation ever started, so they argued there wasn't anything unusual about them being seen together. But the rumors refused to disappear. The situation got even bigger during the summer of 2019, when photographers captured Lori and Diddy walking together in New York City. And what immediately caught people's attention wasn't just the fact that they were together, it was what they were wearing. The two appeared in matching blue and white outfits, and a lot of people felt like the looks were intentionally matched. Fans also pointed out the fact that Lori was 22 years old at the time, while Diddy was 49, which made their age gap 27 years. As expected, a lot of the comments were not only about the age difference, like people had opinions on them. One fan commented, "I hope Diddy didn't stoop that low to date his son's Justin ex-girlfriend," while another fan commented, "Diddy a sucker, 23, come on son, she could be a daughter age, real R. Kelly-ish." Then came the trip to Italy. In August 2019, photos came out showing Diddy and Lori vacationing in Murano, Italy. Pictures showed the group having dinner together, and that immediately made people wonder if Diddy had basically been introduced to Lori's family. And honestly, the whole thing was hard to ignore. Some fans took the trip as a sign that maybe the relationship was more serious than people thought. Others argued that it could have simply been a normal gathering between rich celebrity families who had known each other for years. But Lori and Diddy never gave a detailed public explanation, so the internet kept filling in the blanks. Then, photos and videos started circulating online showing Lori being physically affectionate with Diddy while they were spending time on a yacht and going out together. Lori touching Diddy's neck, Diddy whispering in her ear, and that right there seemed like a couple enjoying a European getaway. And if that wasn't convincing enough for the public, Diddy had recently ended his long-term relationship with Cassie Ventura, so it's safe to say that he was single and possibly mingled with Lori, as y'all have seen. Now, as if all that wasn't bad enough, the pregnancy rumors came in. Lori Harvey was rumored to be pregnant, and that rumor got picked up by blogs and major gossip outlets, which made people pay even closer attention to what was happening between her and Diddy.
So there's pictures of Diddy and Lori Harvey on vacation.
Okay.
Or somewhere in Mexico. So TMZ is just reporting because they took some photos, and in one of them, it just looks like Diddy's kind of rubbing her stomach. But so they're like pregnancy rumors, but They're like, it could be just a tummy ache or a big lunch or something. I don't know.
The interesting part is that not long after those rumors started spreading, Lori suddenly stopped being seen around Diddy like that. And that's when the internet started whispering that maybe the situation ended for a much darker reason than people originally thought. Now, the reason people keep bringing it up now is because of what later came out in Diddy's lawsuits. One woman accused him of forcing her to take a pills, and Young Miami's name was also dragged into that part of the allegations. So once people saw that, they started looking back at the old Lori rumors completely differently. We also need to talk about Steve Harvey, because for years he had put a public image as a relationship expert through books, television appearances, and advice programs. Because of that reputation, many people questioned whether he approved of the rumored relationship, though he avoided discussing the matter publicly. But Lori told a very different story. She openly denied ever dating Justin Combs, and later laughed off the father and son narrative as one of the many wild misconceptions that had been created about her. In an interview, she is seen laughing off many of the stories written about her. According to her, people often created entire relationships that never existed. She specifically addressed the father and son rumor, calling it completely untrue. To her, it was simply another example of how quickly assumptions could become accepted narratives.
It's so funny because I'm so quiet, there's been so many stories that have been made up about me. Like I've seen stories about me being like fully in love with somebody and we have like this whole relationship. And
a fan commented and said, "Lori is lying, but it's not our business. Ours is to take notes." While another fan commented, "LMAO, this man, Dippy is foul, dog. Dating your son, ex? Where they do that at?" But what do you guys think? Do you believe Lori and Diddy were actually dating? Or do you think the internet read way too much into the photos and vacations? And what about the rumors involving Justin Combs? Do you think people were connecting dots that weren't really there? Or do you think there was more going on behind the scenes? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'll catch you guys in the next video.